Hey, it's James Robbins here, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to get a coaching conversation off on the right foot that you need to have with one of your employees. Now, I'm not sure if this has ever happened to you where you need to start coaching one of your employees on something, but they don't seem to really buy into the coaching. In other words, they're kind of dragging their feet on it. They don't seem super committed to change, and you're wondering like, hey, what's wrong here? And if you're ever in that situation, then 99% of the time, it's because they didn't get something right from the beginning. And I'm going to show you what that is. So let me just go over to my screen here, and let's just pretend this is you, right? Apologize for the simplicity of the drawing, but this is your employee over on the left. And again, you are trying to get them to change something. And here's the thing. What it comes down to is buy-in. If they don't buy in to whatever it is you're saying, they're just not going to put their heart into changing it. And now you could pull out the heavy hammer and try to go that approach, but that's not going to be the best approach in the long run. Or maybe you're in a really strong union environment and maybe this employee is very resistant. Maybe there's trust issues. Who knows? There could be a lot of different things that are going on here that are making the employee feel more emboldened to push back on you. But it all comes down to, like I said, buy-in. And where does buy-in come from? Once people see it. Like, people have to see that what you're talking about is actually a problem. And they can't just be told that. They've got to see it. They've got to connect the dots, right? So let me just think of something off the top of my head here. Let's say somebody's grouchy demeanor is driving everybody crazy, and you want to start to talk to this person about their grouchy demeanor, like being more positive, like showing up with some energy. Well, the challenge with that is that person might say, look, I'm not paid to be happy. I come here, I show up, I do my job, so deal with it, right? And then, well, what do you do with that? Well, unless you can connect their grouchiness with a negative impact on the team or the company or whatever it might be, something tangible, unless you can do that, then honestly, you're wasting your breath trying to coach them. Because it can't just be about what you personally like or don't like. Well, I just like it when my staff are happy, or I just like it when everyone is in a cheery disposition. You might like that, but they might think, look, I am the way I am. And so, I'm just kind of using an extreme example with grouchiness, but when somebody has something that they're resisting, we've got to help them understand why this is a problem. Why this is a problem with maybe how it affects morale. We can go to research about that. We can show how somebody's negative attitude is contagious to the rest of the team and how it impacts other people. We can find out from other people how they feel about being around somebody who's grumpy all the time, where they feel like, I feel like this person doesn't like me. I feel like I don't want to share ideas, when we're at a team meeting or whatever it is. So what we're looking for is a tangible impact by the negative behavior. And this is where, if you're ever going to think like a lawyer when it comes to being a manager, it's right here. It's making the case for why they should change. That's what we're after. We're after a why, because that's their question. You're bringing this up and they're like, why should I change this? And we need to have reason of why they should change it. And once you do and they get that, only then are they going to commit to changing and working on that for the long run. You see, if they don't get the why, they might start to change for a little bit, but it's not going to last very long. But when they understand, I get it, I see what you're saying, I've made the connection, the link to how my behavior, is impacting whatever, all the other people on the team or the organization or whatever it might be. Once they make that, then they're going to have buy-in. And once they have buy-in, coaching is fairly easy, right? The hardest part of coaching is just getting the buy-in from the beginning. And it can't just be about you and your feelings. You've got to come with some good evidence, some tangible connections of why this is a problem. Listen, coaching is one of the 9 engagement drivers. The engagement drivers are 9 emotional needs that need to be met in the workplace to have a team that's fully alive, fully engaged, and passionate about what they do. And if you would like to learn more about the 9 engagement drivers, I made you a free training right below this video in the notes section. Just scroll down there and you can click on that and register, and you can go ahead and access that training right away, because those engagement drivers, they are the secret to a motivated and engaged staff.